Saca fait. Que voilà said it. Quiero que. Arigato. How do you say arigato? No, arigato is thank you. Anyway, it's your friendly neighborhood security guard flashlight here. Welcome to Top Flight Security of the World.
Ma'am, I should warn you, I do have the authority to make a citizen's arrest.
Taser, taser, taser!
I got people threatening my safety. I'm the security officer here.
You ain't no real cop, you a flashlight cop.
What it is, people. What they do. Welcome back. Top Flight Security of the World. Now, I hope that you guys had a wonderful, eventful Thanksgiving. It is Sunday, December 1st. By Monday, all those leftovers should be thrown away. All right, cut it out. Cut it out. So, what are we going to be doing here today? Well, do you know those auditing channels? You got Auditing America, you know, A1 Auditing, Audit the Audit. And I find them fairly entertaining. The difference is auditing law enforcement is way different than auditing security guards. The difference is, well, we have different roles. You know, we are not law enforcement. We are security. So some of the standards and policies and laws don't apply to us. So we're going to look at three different, they're short clips of security guards being audited. We're going to watch them one by one. We're going to discuss them after each one. I'm going to give my professional input, and we're going to see what it is. So, without any further ado, I would like to entitle this episode Sometimes we just be wanting to be left the hell alone. God damn. Let go.
State the law. That's a policy. That's a policy.
I've been
not
told.
law.
I've been told.
I can't even see what you're talking about. What are you
The
looking
yellow
at?
board. Do you know what the yellow? Are you colorblind?
What does it say?
Excuse you?
Watch your mouth.
You heard no.
Watch
So
your
why do I
mouth.
have to wash my mouth?
Because you work for the
I
city.
don't have to wash my mouth.
Well, I'm going to have to get a little closer. I need to be able to read
You
that.
can't come in recording.
I need to be able to read that, sir, and I cannot read it from
Call the
here.
cops to me.
Sure, go ahead.
I don't see anything you're talking about, buddy. What does that say?
A new and easier way to view and pay your bill. Introducing new electronic billing and payment services from the city of Stockton. Please see one of our customer service representatives to find out more. So you're just pointing at a poster saying that that's a law. Excuse me, sir. He's not colorblind, though. You realize that, right? So you're just insulting the colorblind, which is not him.
Well, we have to wait anyways because she called the police again.
Did he point at a piece of paper on the wall and say that's the law right there, and it had nothing to do with the law? So I see that guy works for Securitas. That's their emblem. I worked for them for a number of years. I've worked for them at GFS, Gordon Food Service. One thing, so a lot of security guards are not privy to the law. You know, sometimes you're put in between a hard place and a rock, because you might have a higher up for, let's say, where they were, the city, a manager or someone there tells the security guard, hey, no one can record in here. But the law allows it so. The law allows you to record in a public accessible space where the public can go, where the eye can see, the camera can see. And here's the security guard. It's like, do I follow the law or do I get fired? Which one is it? So, that guy, I guess in this situation was wrong. In a public area, you can record whatever the eye can see, the camera can see. That's the law. So the managers or whatever would have to get privy to that law, so they won't go telling the security guard, because some security guard won't push back on the manager or the client who hired them. So because it's the client money that pays the security company that pays the guard. And some guards, because the client hired the security company, they might feel reluctant or scared to tell the client no. That's not the law, because security companies want that contract so bad because it's a company, it wants money. They would, most times, they wouldn't, I don't know, a lot of times, either they'll get fired or they will remove that guard from that post and put another guard that's more compliant there. And that other guard who got replaced is now waiting for another post to open up, or they fire him, or he becomes a rover, on call type security, where your schedule is, you don't have a set schedule. You don't know when you're going to work again. You don't know for how long. It's a lot of things that go through it. So that's why you have some security guards that just goes with what the client says. It's like, sometimes they don't even know the law. But even if they do know the law, just like, I got to do what the client says because I got to feed my family. And when it comes to feeding my family, it's the hell with the law, or the hell with your rights. I got children to feed. So let's get into the second video of the day of the Thanksgiving episode. Could this be the Thanksgiving episode if it's after Thanksgiving? I don't know. Anywho, let go.
What are these stipulations? You said you spoke with them. I don't even know who you are. You refuse to identify yourself. Well, then why am I going to, listen to anybody who's certified through the state of Oregon as a private security guard but refuses to follow the policy? I mean, you're going to tell me that I can do this and that and the other thing, and you're also telling me that you're having communications with the property owner and that their stipulations are not written anywhere.
Eli, because of the incident a few weeks ago. And
they who? The property owners? I mean, that's not anybody specific.
I don't even know your name, to be honest with you.
And what's your name again?
Just try that. I don't have to give you my name. I'd be happy. You already have my name. Just go back to my video.
What's your DPSST, homie?
I don't have to give that to you. You can go.
That's what I want.
You can go speak to TriMed.
I want the DPSST number.
Go speak to TriMed corporate. And then
if you don't give it to me,
that don't look like an auditor. That just looks like the security guard told, and I see he works for Ally Universal. The security guard told him he can't do something. I'm guessing he's upset. And, doing what people do to security guards when they are upset and the security guard tells them they can't do nothing. One thing that it gets annoying when a person tries to act like they know everything of everything. What's the DPSSD 35.7 code? Y'all be tripping me out. What's the 35.6 color blue Zephyr Hills model? Sir, stop. He doesn't have, according to the law in Florida, and they are in Oregon, but according to the law in Florida, we don't have to, we are not law enforcement. We do not have to identify ourselves. So if you run up on a Florida security guard, it was like, what's your name? You know, some companies, we have badge numbers or whatever. What's your name? We ain't got to tell you nothing. The only thing the state of Florida requires is that we have the company's patch on our shoulders that is visible, that somewhere on our uniform that is stamped visibly the company's logo and name. They also require us to have our guard card on us at all time, on us, in our pocket. You know, it has to be on us while you're working, especially if you have a firearm, which requires a DNG. You have to, while you're working, you have to have your DNG license on you. A patch from the company, and yeah, that's it. That is it. So you run up on somebody in Florida, and it looks like this guy. The DPSSP thing he was asking, that's the Department of something. Is basically the department that reviews all of your required training and everything, and issues they give you the okay to get your security guard card in Oregon. I looked at the DPS thing up earlier. It's basically what the Department of Agriculture and Licensing is in Florida. That's their Department of Agriculture and Licensing. So yeah, hey man, he looked like he had enough. He's done. Let's get on to our final video here. Lego.
You heard me.
Hey, yo, what's wrong with you, man?
You heard me.
You got no respect for the people?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not when you don't respect us.
How the hell am I disrespecting you, bro?
Back up off me, boss.
What you mean? You pulled off to me, bro.
You in our way.
I'm in your way? Yeah. Yo, move back, bro. What's wrong with you, man? 6 feet, nigga.
Move me.
What is wrong with this guy, my peeps?
What's wrong with me, peeps?
Yo, don't say peeps, man. Don't say peeps.
Shut up. You want to ask?
I want to ask? I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm doing my little video, man. And you should get the fuck away from my lens, bro.
You talk too tough. That shit don't work.
And I am as well, nigga.
I want to see it.
You want to see it?
I need to.
You want to see it?
I need to.
You want to see it?
Yes. Bring it.
You want to see it?
Let's go.
Bring what?
Bring it. Let's go.
Bring what, bro?
Come on, boss. You got to go, man.
Yo, I got to go where, bro? What is wrong with you?
You're going to take a trip, man.
Take a trip where?
Keep it up. What's going on?
I don't know. This guy over here, like, talking to me like a dog, man. He telling me that I should leave like I'm in China, bro. And we got homegirl over here hiding from the camera like y'all thieves and shit.
You know, that particular guy, he's known for doing that, going and being very aggressive and abrasive and somewhat offensive, inoffensive. Very offensive, not somewhat, very offensive. The way, and this is all for, he's I think a pretty big YouTuber, and that's what he does. And looking at it in hindsight, and being in the YouTube world, I know that all of this theatrics is for views, it's entertainment. The way he talks. He's a Hispanic male talking to a black man, calling him the N-word. A lot of, and I'm going to be real with you. I grew up in Overtown Inn in Little Haiti in Miami. Right next to Little Haiti is a place called Wynwood. You also have Hispanics in Overtown Inn in Little Haiti, and they grew up with us. And I'm gonna be real with you. They say the N-word. Listen. They say the N-word more than black people say the N-word. I shit you not. And a lot of cultures think because they're not white that it's okay to say the N-word. Now, your close home, it's a thing, and I don't want to get into it because it's like you grew up with the person. They're not, they ain't white. They Hispanic. A lot of people, Hispanics, oh, I got black, my dad's black, but you do have a lot of black people that don't like No one saying the N-word to them. You know, especially if you're not black. You know, because some of us do experience a lot of racism from the Hispanic community. A lot. I live in Miami. I don't want to get into it, but anybody in South Florida, in Miami, especially Miami, you know. Come on, you know. So so him saying that is him trying to get a rise out of him, trying to get him to react, because the more vulgar, the more action that happens, of course, results in more views for him. I would say a lot of people, and doesn't have to do with the auditing aspect, a lot of people treat security guards the way they do. And I continuously say this, that you have to remember these are human beings. Just like you got your dogs and your homies, you can make a phone call and have the squad, the YNs ride for you. That person can too. That person might be a YN himself. Okay, that person got YNs that love him and got switches and everything just like you do. And you meet a person that ain't gonna put up with your stuff, and you think, oh, you a security guard, you supposed to put up with my stuff, until you meet somebody like this, and just wait. I'm waiting. Might have had a bad day. They in New York. The Giants might have lost, and he's having a bad day. Then here you go rolling up with your camera and everything, or you're just talking. You're a regular person and you're talking crazy to the security guard, and he just wants you to bust a move so he could take you around town. You know, he could take you around the town. Take it around town. Again, I don't think that I'm pretty close to this. Again, I don't think that the auditing thing really don't work, because you're using police policy and laws to audit security guards, which is a total things, you know. People are always saying, you ain't the police, you're a fake cop, you're a rent-a-cop, you're a flashlight cop. Well, why are you audit? If you want to audit security guards, you audit them with security guard laws and security guard policy. You go to a security guard, you can't ask them to identify themselves. We're not held to that. It's not a part of the law, and it's not a part of the policy, at least down here in Florida. Now, if you go to us, you want to audit, you don't see a patch of the company on their shoulder, that's something you can audit about. You can't even ask a security guard, let me see your guard license, even though per law they're supposed to have the guard license on them on work. They don't have to show you anything. They don't have to show you ID. Police officers in their policy, they have to identify themselves. We don't. So, you know, this is why the auditing security guard thing, it doesn't work. You know, I would say just stick to law enforcement. It's more entertaining. Hey, thank y'all, man. I really do appreciate you rocking with the boy. Man, we've been growing. We've been really growing, man. We've been getting these views, and I've been interacting with y'all in the comment sections. You know, if you find it in your heart, go ahead and subscribe. You know, we are on Facebook, so you just type us in Facebook. You type us in the TikTok search engine thing. We're on X and we're on Instagram. Go ahead and give us a follow over there. We follow back, man. TikTok hates me. They hate me. They always like shadow ban them and stuff. Anywho, thank y'all again. Remember, don't forget. Don't you forget either. Guard your family, guard yourself, and guard your friends. Shouts out to the guards. Peace.
You ain't a real cop. You a flashlight cop.
Lego. Oh, nope. That was the false alarm. False Lego. How do you say hello in Japanese? Anywho.